Let's get it on.
I'm ready.
What it tells me. Like we're good.
Yeah.
Sure. And... Okay. All right. Get over here. Numbers are climbing. Okay. And welcome back, everybody, to the. Oh wait, you know what? Let me, because I do want to get the audio. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast, 3GW in the building. Here to talk SummerSlam 2023. Finally. The real Biggie and Rob the Ambassaor. How's it going, man? How was your weekend, your SummerSlam weekend?
You know, man, it was good. It was SummerSlam weekend. However, for me, it was also family reunion weekend. We had a family reunion on Saturday. It made me a little late for SummerSlam. Tried to get out of there early, but man, just hard to do when you got people there. You haven't seen them in a while. You know, you're having a good time. But I got home, saw the show, and ready to talk about it.
Yeah. Biggest gate for SummerSlam ever, $8.5 million. So they said not the biggest party, but biggest moneymaker for SummerSlam. So,
and that's the live gate, right? Just the live gate.
Yeah. So that's insane. So that tell you a lot about the card, you know. And yeah, it also shows that you can do well in Detroit. So,
well, hey, WrestleMania 3, up until WrestleMania 32, I think it was the biggest WrestleMania ever.
Yeah, that's right.
That record stood for, man, like about 30 years.
I went to one Lions game in that stadium.
Oh, you went to the Silverdome?
Yeah, I went to one game at Silverdome. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I was so young, I barely remember it.
No, but hey, man, you could say you was there.
Yeah, I was there. I remember the big, the ceiling. That's what stood out the most. But here talk SummerSlam, and the show kicked off with Ricochet and Logan Paul. And we had talked on the prediction show, like how would what's his fiance's name?
Samantha Irvin.
How would she announce him to the ring? Would she do the whole? She stayed professional, which I was kind of hoping she wouldn't just be like, it's Logan Paul, whatever.
Oh man, she's a professional.
She didn't do that. But wow, was I blown away by this match? This is how you do it. This is how you kick off SummerSlam or any big time main event. You kick it off hot. Crowd was on every move these guys were doing. And it's like every time I give Logan Paul props on something, he steps it up even more, doing the running power slam, yelling Braun with Ricochet, and just and shout out to Ricochet too. I mean, there's just no way to keep up with the moves in this match. They were working the crowd as well. Ricochet selling the ribs. I like that Logan Paul's girlfriend or fiance was in the crowd, and he's kissing her, but then John with Samantha Irvin at the same time, and he's man, he's got it. But I did predict that he would win. Just nefarious way of doing so. Having his friend, I don't know if they ever dropped the name, but his friend slid him some brass knuckles, and he picked up the win and KO'd Ricochet, which I don't know why. I really don't know why he needs brass knuckles anyway. He's already got steel plates in his knuckles, so to speak. But yeah, he beats Ricochet here. I'm hoping this is only the first of many matches to come. Hopefully, payback will be just that, payback. And I gave this superb.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, not as much as you. I did go pay-per-view worthy, but it was a high pay-per-view worthy. I probably went into this match with my expectations a little too high. I knew these guys were both capable of some incredible spots, and we saw some of that. But what I also liked about it is that we just saw some wrestling. I mean, it wasn't just a spot fest. They actually did some good wrestling. The brass knucks thing, the only reason, I mean, I didn't mind it because look, heel shit. If he just hits Ricochet with his fist and knocks him out, that's a clean win for heel Logan Paul. I don't think they wanted to do that. They wanted to make it look like, oh wow, he cheated to win, so they had to have his friend hand him the brass knucks. But either way, pay-per-view worthy for me. I did enjoy it. Just for me, close but not quite too superb level.
Okay, not mad, not mad. I thought this probably the crowd kind of helped the grade a little bit, but
Man,
definitely.
that's happened to me many times, so I get it.
Yeah, and then Samantha Irvin did the right thing. She even announced him as the winner, and he tried to get her to say it again, but she wasn't going. So, all right. After that, had what I kind of really wasn't looking forward to, but thought it would still be good. That's I get my shit to work. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. Number 3, the rubber match. It's just funny. Brock must have so much respect for this guy because he never comes out first for anybody, not even Roman. I think Taker was the only person he ever came out first for. But he's done it all 3 times he's faced Cody. He's come out first, which is wild to me. And he looks in the best shape that we've seen him in years. I mean, dude is just he's never been small, but he's really like lean and tight. So, I mean, dude was like 45, 46, same age as Bobby Lashley, and they're both just they're aging backwards. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
hey, Bobby's on a complete another level, but Brock
Yeah,
did look spectacular Saturday night.
he did. He did. Immediately going after Cody. This one felt a little less formulaic, like as a Brock Lesnar match would go. I was curious with the idea of kept throwing Cody to the outside and telling him to stop, and it was just let it be. And Cody wouldn't, no matter what happened. And that F5 on the floor, Jesus Christ. And then he F5 him through a table. He took some punishment in this match, and the crowd was eating this match up too. I think anytime you got Brock in there, the crowd cares. It's just it's the Brock effect. That it was kind of worrying me a little bit though. I was like, okay, we're doing this again, and then you probably feel the same way. Cody doing the Kimura, I was kind of like, I was almost at some bullshit right there. But I feel like they managed to bring it back around. Cody hit 3 crossroads, got the win, and for the first time, this is a true first. Brock shows somebody respect. Shook his hand after the match, raised his hand after the match, even though I don't know what happened, how it happened, but Brock's shorts got ripped up. I don't know what happened with that. But yeah. Anyway, I gave this pay-per-view worthy. I thought it was still good enough for that. No, it's a couple down things I didn't like. Could have got superb if I guess Brock's just really becoming, like I said, more formulaic with his matches, but I think they still pulled out a good match. So pay-per-view.
Yeah, same here. Pay-per-view worthy. Like you, I didn't have very big expectations for this one. But I just thought with it being the 3rd match and kind of a bitter feud, I expected just a little more level of brutality, maybe I guess is the right word. Brock coming out ragdolling Cody, while it's believable, I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of seeing that same format play out in all of Brock's matches. And then, of course, Cody, you know, Brock telling him, stay down, reminded me like the old Rocky movies, you know, Apollo would knock Rocky down, stay down. Rocky would just keep getting up. It was just kind of like corny to me. Cody comes back to win. I predicted Cody would win. I think most of us pretty much figured Cody would win. My only question was if Brock would let him win clean. And well, he did. And then he shook his hand, showed his respect, which I guess, you know, just anointing Cody as the next big guy. I thought that was a cool moment. The match itself just okay, but overall I'll give it pay-per-view worthy.
All right. Got the SummerSlam Slim Jim Battle Royal. I'm not really a fan of Battle Royals, but I feel like they did this Battle Royal specifically for one person, which we'll get to here in a minute. We come back from one of those commercial promo breaks, and this guy's already in the ring, and then I think Miz came out, and then LA Knight, and then AJ Styles came out. And I thought that was going to be it. But then MVP comes out, and he brings out Omos, which was like, oh, that makes total sense. Okay. He's the spectacle as well for the WWE. You bring out Omos. And I thought, oh, shit. If LA Knight don't win, it would make sense for Omos to win. What's to be said? It was a battle royal. They teamed up. They all kind of ganged up and got Omos out. So that was the end of that. Karrion Kross was forgettable. Pretty much everybody was forgettable in this thing. I think I saw Riddle in there. Both members of Alpha Academy. I don't know. It's a fucking battle royal. At the end of the day, the right person won. LA Knight wins, gets a huge pop from the crowd. They gave him something. I think the whole thing was set up for him to win. Just give him something. We don't have a feud for him right now. Just do the battle royal. Give him something to win. Give him something to pop the crowd. See if he can keep the momentum going, which he is. And TV quality. This would have been on Raw or some shit. It wasn't bad. It's a battle royal. Who cares?
Yeah, I would have gone middle of the road on this, or maybe even some bullshit, if LA Knight had not won. But because he did win, I'm going to go TV quality. That's the only thing that makes the battle royal even that good, is finally WWE gave LA Knight something. Now, it's only a battle royal. I think you and I both agree we're not really big on these things. I'm not sure how much of a boost it is. You know, we've seen people like Mojo Rawley and Baron Corbin win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Jesus
what did
Christ,
that do for them?
Mojo Rawley.
Right. Okay. So let's just hope that this is just the start of something for LA Knight. I'm hoping it's not just a thing where WWE says, well, look, we gave you this. We gave LA Knight this moment. No. Get him in a feud. Get him relevant. Get him at the top of the card. But still, you gave him this. I'm glad about it. But that's the only reason I give it TV quality.
Yeah. Let me give him his just due here. Bam.
Yeah.
LA Knight. Yeah. All right, let me talk to you. Because we got to talk about oh boy. Well, there was bound to be one dud on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Man. I had high hopes for this. I wanted it to be great. And I mean, they told such a great story, okay? The build up, the video packages, but you hit the nail on the head. Like, why didn't y'all change the setting? bring in a UFC referee or somebody, you know, you have a fucking deal with UFC. You could have got anybody. Brought back a legend. I heard Ken Shamrock's name brought up. That would have been cool. Like, make this feel more important than it is, because what you're doing is you're having a MMA match within WWE rules. And then you had the ref try to do all the particulars, but saying this is not a WWE sanctioned match, but you're wearing a WWE referee shirt. Whatever. In the end, Shayna wins. She passes out Ronda Rousey, and the crowd was dead as a doorknob for this thing. I text one of my guys from my previous job, and he sent me a sleeping emoji, and I'm not even mad. I mean, this right here, unfortunately, was some bullshit.
Yep. Yep. You know, my wife was watching with me. She normally doesn't watch wrestling, but she knows about our podcast. And she offered to give me some Fireball for this match, for this podcast. And I wish, if we would record it Saturday night like we were supposed to, I'd have some. Unfortunately, now I don't. But this match was terrible. Huge disappointment. When they said it was MMA rules, I was excited, but at the same time, a little nervous. Because sometimes you can just kind of see these types of matches go sideways. But I felt like if they would have let Ronda and Shayna maybe choreograph the whole thing, it would have been better. I read later that it was one of the WWE producers who produced this match. I think that was a mistake. Shayna and Ronda actually wanted more input, and I think the match would have been better for that. But this match was sloppy. It was slow. I didn't think the ending was believable. Her choking out Ronda. I mean, we know Ronda is a UFC Hall of Famer. Shayna couldn't make it in UFC, so she comes to WWE, but she can choke out one of the greatest women's fighter in history. That's not even believable. I'm not saying you could have Shayna win, but that way,
I would have gone for knockout if you're gonna go that route.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because on any given night, anybody can land that punch. You know that can happen.
That kick at the beginning of the match, like I would have done that at the end.
Yeah, but no, this match was a huge letdown. I don't even know if they're going to revisit this one. I don't see any reason to. From what I hear, Ronda's going to be taking some time off. I don't believe she's going back to UFC. I think she just wants to be a mother for a while and a wife, and she'll be back. But look, you want to feel good for Shayna. This is probably the biggest win of her career on the biggest card the biggest win on the biggest card she's ever been on. Unfortunately, the match just sucked, and I don't think it did anything really for Shayna. So yeah, but the match, some bullshit.
Yeah, some bullshit, man. Shout out to the Inside Man in the chat, posting his grades as well. He gave Logan and Ricochet pay-per-view worthy as well as Brock and Cody. And he said
so he's more in line with me. Yeah.
Yeah. He said Ronda versus Shayna was definitely some bullshit.
All right. Glad you agree. But hey, man, whatever your opinion is, we don't care. We're just glad to hear it. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. All right. Well, this next match caught me off. The ending caught me off guard. I really didn't expect this to happen, but we knew what this was going to be when they announced it. Sheamus and Gunther. Lord have mercy. I mean, they got busy. The physicality was real. I need to go back and watch this again just to soak up the energy. The energy was real with this match too. It was the first time in a long time I actually cared about Drew McIntyre. They made me care about him, and I really wanted him to win. This was just a straight up. I don't think it was as good as the WrestleMania match, obviously, because you had Sheamus in there too. So it adds a little something. But I would put it just on it. I think I gave that one instant classic because it was. This one, I would still get pay-per-view worthy. I was shocked that Gunther won again and hit that power bomb on Drew. And when the hand came down for 3, I was like, for real? Okay. So he's good. He's probably gonna break Honky Tonk Man's record at this point. But again, I'm still gonna go pay-per-view worthy. I think just because of the greatness of that WrestleMania match. This was still a highlight of the show. Especially coming off of that shit. So yeah, pay-per-view worthy for me.
Yeah, sorry folks. My dog Sonny decided to make a cameo tonight. He wanted to get up and down his nap, so
people like dogs.
Yeah. Well, man, look, pay-per-view worthy for me. Not a bad match, but I guess I could say a disappointment. That WrestleMania match was so great. It's not fair of me to expect that level of greatness, but I did. And so when I didn't get it, it left me a little disappointing. But man, this was still, to this point, to me, maybe the best match of the card for me, right up there with Ricochet and Logan Paul. But just a bit of a letdown. And I have to say, I'm glad that Gunther has this great run going, and I think he's worthy of it. But you have to wonder, where is WWE with Drew now? We heard that he went away for a while. He wasn't happy with his contract, with the way he's being used. So he comes back. They put him in this big feud with Gunther, put him on this big card, and I had predicted him to win. I thought he was worthy of the win. You know, there aren't many guys I think are worthy of beating Gunther. I thought McIntyre was one of them, but still. Now, look, we still have Payback, and we have other cards to come, but I don't know. I just thought it was kind of curious that McIntyre, once again, in this big spot, comes out on the losing end.
Oh, of course. You know who. So damn glad Drew lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what as far as contract goes. I know he still hasn't officially signed, so that could be a reason. But they're keeping him in the limelight, so to speak. I don't know. Next, another one of the 4 main events, as Michael Cole kept saying on touting all night. Like, okay, there's not 4 main events, damn it. There's one. Who's on the damn poster?
Right.
Jesus. Well, anyway, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. I thought this was way, 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 way better than the Money in the Bank match. Okay, let's get right to it. More entertaining. Seth obviously coming out with the mind games, wearing the vest that he wore when he tore Finn Balor's labrum. All those SummerSlams ago. Shit, that was like 10 years ago now. Damn. Comes out with that and then that ridiculous outfit he had on over that. He's getting out of control.
I love it.
No mask this time for Finn Balor. Normally comes out with, his S&M shit on, but he didn't do it this time. Just overall a better match. I don't know. Maybe they just had a bad connection in Money in the Bank. This time, not the case. Obviously, Damian Priest came out, and that was an added element. And I kind of liked that they did something different here, where it was Damian trying to actually give, which I don't know why, but it's like he was trying to help Finn Balor by giving him the briefcase. But it's like, I'm already in a championship match. Why are you trying to give me the briefcase? You're just causing more distraction, which is eventually what would cause Finn to lose and get stomped on the briefcase. And it looked like for a minute, maybe a split second, I almost bit when he gets the coup de grace, almost. But not to be. Like I said, Damian Priest kind of inadvertently helping Seth Rollins get the win here. Stomp on the briefcase, and that stare, like the facial of Damian Priest, and then when Finn Balor looked up at him, and then when he was looking at Seth Rollins, I was like, triple threat. for payback right there. There we go. But that look on Damian Priest's face, like, ah, guy's gotten so good. He's gotten so good.
He
So
has.
again, pay-per-view worthy. this is a great match. I don't know if I go back and watch it, but it was damn sure better than Money in the Bank, which I thought was middle of the road.
You know, man, I got this one. This one actually made it too superb for me, all because of what you just talked about with Damian Priest and the whole dynamic they have going on with him and Finn and how that played a part in the match. We knew it would. We just didn't know exactly how, but I just love the way it played out. And like you said, this match was head and feet above the Money in the Bank match. That's not saying too much. You know, I think we both agree that match was not very good, but I thought these guys put it together. I thought they gave us a match that we knew they were capable of. I still think they're capable of better, but I did think that this match delivered. I really wasn't blown away by the card at this point, so this definitely was one of the highlights. So for me, just got into superb. Just got in there.
Yeah. I was enjoying the show. I think it was just a combination of too long, and I had worked in the rain all day that day, and then I was staying up late, and then I had kids, and it was just. And let me be real, I was drinking.
Hey, man. Hey, me too. You know, 8 matches over 4 hours. Some of these matches just kind of dragged, but we'll get there. But yeah, overall impressions at the end of the show.
Triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Got Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair going up against the champ herself, Asuka. And I gotta ask you quickly. I don't know how you felt about Asuka coming out second and Bianca coming out last. I love Bianca, but I'm the traditionalist. The champion should come out last. That's just me.
100% agree. 100%.
Okay. Here's the thing. I watched this match twice because we had time. They were almost going too fast at some points, that so fast that moves either weren't being sold or they were not being hit properly. I'm not gonna use the word sloppy because I don't think anything was sloppy. I just think they were going too fast and needed to slow down. That's kind of one of the things that they tell you in the rest of the business is learn how to slow down. The moonsault that Charlotte hit off the top turnbuckle to the outside, for example, she didn't hit nobody. She barely clipped Bianca Belair. Then the move that Asuka did, I think on Charlotte back in the ring, I don't know what the hell that was, but it didn't look like nothing. And then there was a couple other things, like I think Charlotte went for the double natural selection, barely had anybody's hit. Like it was just a lot of misfires that you couldn't ignore. They were there. They did save it though at the end with just having a fantastic climax with the match. I was a little confused. This kind of hurts too because Bianca selling the knee, I thought she did a great job until I think she forgot which knee she was supposed to be selling. When she came back to the match, she grabbed the other knee. Neither here nor there. At the end of the day, I don't know. I'm very confused as to why did they have Bianca win the match? And then I guess we're just gonna make this all one thing. And then the post-match, you had the cash in. Why not just have Asuka retain and then beat Asuka? That I don't know. Maybe trying to save that match. That's the only thing I can think of is they're trying to save Io and Asuka, but I don't really understand the logic behind having Bianca win just to lose 2 seconds later. Crowd did pop though, so I don't know what that means. Asuka spent the mist in Charlotte Flair's eyes while she had Bianca in the figure 8. And then somehow she was able to roll up Asuka and Bao being in the figure eight and busted knee. Okay. I say all that to say I had highest of hopes for this match. I thought it was going to steal the show. I'm gonna go TV, and I almost want to go middle of the road just because there's a lot of missed spots, a lot of shit that didn't make no sense. But I'm gonna go middle of the road because Io Sky did cash in, and now she's champion. But the match itself, I gotta go middle. I gotta go TV because a lot of stuff I couldn't ignore.
Man, I'm going middle of the road on this one. Such a disappointment. And that kind of was a theme with a couple of the matches on this card for me. And once again, maybe my expectations are just too high. But when you've got three women of this talent level in the ring, you do expect more. That's why we are excited about this match when we hear it's booked. We know what these women are capable of, and for us to get a match like that. And I did not like the whole selling of the knee thing with Bianca. I don't like, once again, I don't like the hero thing where, okay, she gets this terrible knee injury so bad the medics have to carry her out of the stadium. Oh, but wow, she can come running back into the ring. And she can compete, and she can actually win the match.
Win the match.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. And then, so we have Io come down and cash in successfully. And of course, the crowd's going to pop because the crowd's going to pop for any successful briefcase cash in. That's just what they do. But why Bianca instead of Asuka? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, but all of it was just, like I said, the ending didn't really make sense. Not the cash in itself, but like we're saying, why Bianca winning? But
yeah,
disappointing. And so I'm sorry, ladies, but I think if you watch it back, you'll know this was middle of the road. This was not good.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get my charger because my laptop battery is getting low here. All right.
Now this might make it to the cutting room floor.
Yeah, probably. Well, we are live, so.
Oh, well, never mind.
Sometimes things happen. Oh, not gonna reach. Shit. Well,
we are live, folks. So I mean, this stuff happens on live TV. So there you go.
Let's just get through this here. Get to the main event here. With main event, Jey Uso taking on Big Cuz, Tribal Chief, head of the table, Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship and the right to call yourself Tribal Chief. I'm gonna give this superb. Thought the match itself was good. It did not quite leave the impact as Royal Rumble did, as Night of Champions did, which I gave those instant classics because of that. I still think they told a good story here. You had them they had a pretty decent match before all the stuff happened, before Solo got involved. I thought they were having a pretty decent match. It was a slower pace, but they were telling a story. Using the weapons, using the chairs, using the tables and all that. Thought was good. Fighting on the outside. I mean, Jey had Roman on the ropes. That Samoan drop through the table near the ringside, and then he was going for another Samoan drop to another table when they were fighting through the crowd. And then here came Solo. And then when Solo got speared by Roman on accident, I was like, oh shit. Here we go. And then it did come to pass because Solo eventually did see Roman on the outside and kind of stared at him like, so what happened in there? And Roman's kind of like, what you mean? You know that was an accident. I didn't mean to spear you. And then Roman got speared. Roman got speared more times than he speared in this match by Jey. I was hoping for a little more brutality. Yeah, it was kendo sticks, chairs, and a table. 2 tables. Well, 3 tables actually. So 4 tables. Just count the announce table because Solo got put through the table. They did a fantastic job of selling and getting us all to think that Jay was about to do it. He had him on the ropes. Spear again, going up for the Uso splash again. And then a 1, 2 gets pulled out of the ring. But his figure dressed in black, mask and hoodie. I'm just like, okay, who could this possibly be? And when the mask came down, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, are you freaking serious? What? Jimmy? And the crowd jumped on his ass immediately. Fuck you, Jimmy. The whole four field, all the 4 field. Fuck you, Jimmy. And he super kicked Jay again, threw him in the ring. Roman speared him through the table in the corner, and he pinned him for the win. Roman still the champ. I have no idea where they're going to go with this. There's going to be a hell of an explanation as to what happened. But they did provide some shock value and some tune-in value. You got to tune in to see what happened. You want the why, you got to tune in. And I think they did have a pretty good match. Roman's elbow was cut up. I don't know if that was from his chair shots. Solo took some punishment. Jay took a power bomb on those chairs. Then went through a table with Samoan drop. Then got Solo. He got slammed so many times by Solo in this match. Yeah, so I went superb. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but just not as much as Mania, Rumble, Night of Champions. Those I think those still stand above this, so I can only go superb.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being an ogre tonight, but I went pay-per-view worthy. I thought it was a good match, and I even thought the level of brutality was good enough. I didn't think it needed to be bloody or terrible. These guys are cousins, probably only so far you're going to go when it's your blood. But the shock value of Jimmy, it was shocking. But man, I'm kind of a little tired of all the twists and turns. It starts out, Jay not liking Sammy. Then he comes around to Sammy, and then we saw Sammy turn on Roman, and then we thought we were going to see Jay turn on Jimmy when they were breaking away from Roman, but then we saw them they're actually still together. And then we saw Jimmy get beat down by Solo, and Roman cart Jimmy out of the ring. We get to this match between Jay and Roman. We see Roman accidentally spear Solo. So now is Solo feeling some kind of way about Roman? It's just all kind of messy. It's still intriguing. It's still probably the greatest storyline in wrestling right now. But all the twists and turns are getting just a little tiresome. But I'm still willing to watch and wait and see how it all plays out. If we're talking about a match between Jimmy and Jay, I'd be about that. I don't know where Solo's going to stand, but any combination of these guys wrestling each other, I'd be about it. But I just thought this match maybe tried to do a little too much. Still, though, the wrestling was solid. Storyline was still solid. I just didn't think it was superb, but definitely pay-per-view worthy.
Just gonna jump back real quick. Blake said the women's triple threat match wasn't as tight as I thought it should have been. Borderline sloppy.
Yep.
Yeah. It wasn't it. I'll tell you that. It was not it. But yeah, I don't have any problem with what you said. This was I kind of thought we were kind of get to the climax of all this. The reason why I picked Jay to win, I wanted to see Jimmy come out and just kind of celebrate, and we can move on. And but that's not the case. If they're gonna keep riding this thing, here's the thing though, and why I said there's only one main event. so much goes into a Roman Reigns match that he is the main event. Nothing else on these cards gets the kind of attention, gets the kind of twists, the carryover to SmackDown the way his matches do. And they don't get the same treatment. The crowd doesn't react the same. So that's why I feel like this is the only main event. And with my laptop giving me an alert, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But overall thoughts, I thought this was not. Overall, I thought last year's SummerSlam was a little bit better.
Me too.
More surprise elements. It was probably because it was Triple H's first pay-per-view. He kind of busts out a bunch of surprises and things like that. I didn't hate this show. I thought it's still a good show. Had good things on it. Just I thought last year had a little more excitement to it. I mean, Brock Lesnar driving a damn tractor and lifting up the freaking ring.
I thought that was ridiculous. I did not like that at all. You check that one out, and if you folks want to hear what we thought about that, I did not like it.
Well, yeah,
Man, I will say, my only comment, I agree with most of what you said, but look, we had 8 matches on this card, and this card was over 4 hours. Started at 7, ended after 11. Too long.
Too long. Too. Yeah, too long. They didn't got back to that before COVID length.
Yep.
Yeah. But hey, it is what it is. Hey, let us know in the comments down below what you all think of or thought of SummerSlam 2023. I think we got Payback. I don't know what the date of Payback is, but that'll be the next WWE show. AEW wise, then we got All In coming up from London. So we'll be getting back on that as well. We are planning to attend Survivor Series in November. So be on the lookout for that as well. Tomorrow is Trying to Laugh Tuesday. So look out for the latest. Trying to Laugh.
Got a streak going on. Plan on keeping it.
I think might get you this time. Might get you. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Okay, we'll see.
I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm on last week, but I don't know what's gonna happen this week. So take care, everybody. Make sure you all keep hitting the like button, subscribing, and sharing. We're up to 434. We're trying to get to 500 short-term goal. Excuse me, long-term goal is 1,000 still. So please keep hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing. Tell your friends about us. That's all I got. Ambassador, you got anything?
Well, I know we're up against it, but yeah, we love y'all. Subscribe, tell your friends. Let's get to that 500 and then keep it moving. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Take care, everybody. We'll speak to y'all again soon. Peace.